Hi everyone, this is Ben Songroth, and I'm going to show you in this quick video 4 of my favorite things to do with Google Chrome. So, why should you use Chrome? Well, the big question to this is that it's just awesome. It does so many things, it makes your life so much better, and a lot of that has to do with just making things easier for you as an educator or you as a person in navigating the internet. It just everything about it, all the features allow your functionality to improve, and that's what we're really going for, and that's why we should use Google Chrome. Not to mention it integrates with all of the Google apps easily. So, a few things I wanted to show you in my tips and tricks for using Google Chrome. The first one is pinning tabs. So pinning tabs is something that is really useful for people to get tab happy and have a lot of things open at the same time. So if I want to go to, say, the LTC's website, so ltcillinois.org, and I know I'm going to have this website open for a long extended period of time, what I can do is I can go up and I can right click on the tab up here. And notice when I do that I get a lot of different options, and one of them is pin tab. Now if I select this, you'll notice the tab gets smaller and all I can see is just the favicon. This is useful because now I don't have that crazy X that is out there to close it effectively. So that's nice because if I get really tab happy here, or tabalicious, as my friend Avra likes to say, and I have a whole lot of tabs open and I start closing them out, I might accidentally close out the LTC page that I was working on. So if I pin it, then it's always going to stay up there in the left-hand corner of my window, which is really nice. So I often pin my email up there, I pin my calendar, and I'll also pin Google Drive when I'm working throughout the day because I know I'm going to go back to those sites all the time throughout the course of my workday. So it's just nice to have them pinned up in the top left-hand corner of the screen. So that's number one. The second one comes along with getting to places efficiently, and so that is bookmarking and using the Bookmarks Bar. So the Bookmarks Bar is right here underneath of your Omnibox. If you don't see it, you're going to want to go up to your 3 dots and then go down to Bookmarks and then select Show Bookmarks Bar. So if that's checked, then you already got it there. So bookmarking is something that's been around forever, but the Bookmarks Bar is something you can do a couple of tricks to make your life a lot better when you're navigating the Bookmarks Bar. And that, to bookmark, just to begin with, we're going to bookmark the LTC website here. So I'm going to go up to the Omnibox and I'm going to select the star. Now it's going to turn blue, and you see in the background here that the LTC page is now on the Bookmarks Bar. Now what's going to happen if I hit done is that I have this up and it says learning technology, and it's kind of long and it takes up a lot of space. Well, what I've done over here on the left hand side is I've eliminated all of those words and I just have what's called the favicon showing, and that's going to free up a lot of room on my Bookmarks Bar and allow me to store a lot more things. So to do that, what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to right click on the bookmark that I've already got up on the screen, go down to edit, and then when the name pops up, I'm just going to delete the name. And then when I hit save, it's just going to have that favicon, which is awesome. So you can also do this where I go in and edit this, and I could actually name this LTC, and it would only have those 3 letters. So if you do want to have some sort of name attached to it, you can do that, but I would always encourage you to shorten it so that way you have more space on your Bookmarks Bar. And then corresponding with that, what we can do is we can actually click on it and just drag it over, and we can rearrange any of these bookmarks whenever we want. And if we want to delete a bookmark, there's 2 ways you can do that. One, you can go up and you can just unclick the blue star, and when you do that, that's going to eliminate the bookmark. Or if you have the bookmark here like this one and I don't want it anymore, I can right click on it, go down and hit delete, and that way it gets rid of it. Another Bookmarks Bar trick is to create folders. So you see here I have a few different folders on here. Now to do that, I'm just going to be in my Bookmarks Bar and I'm going to right click again, and down here I can see where it says add folder. And when I do that, it comes up with a new folder, and I can name it LTC Illinois, or we're just going to leave it at LTC to be a little bit shorter. And then I can file it underneath of any of the other existing folders that I have there, or if I just keep it under Bookmarks Bar and I hit save, it's going to now appear there. And if I want to go and say bookmark our blog, so I'll go to our Stay Connected, go to blog, you can see this will be a different website than the main page. So I want to bookmark this, but maybe I don't need it up on the Bookmarks Bar, I'll want it in that LTC folder. What I can do is just say bookmark, and then down here under folder, go to LTC, hit done, and now if I go to LTC, there's our blog, and that'll take me right back to the blog page. So a couple of quick tricks to be able to organize your Bookmarks Bar. The next thing that we want to talk about is the power of the Omnibox. Okay, so the Omnibox, I'm going to open up a new tab here. The Omnibox is this where you would type in a URL. And what often people think is that when they type in here, they're going to start their Google search when they open up a new tab. Well, that's true, but guess where it goes right away? Is it goes up to the Omnibox, and you start typing up here anyway. So this is your search bar, which I'm sure you're all mostly familiar with. But one of the cool things about the search bar and about Google is that you can ask it specific questions, and it'll give you conversion calculators. So for example, I can say something like 1,600 feet to miles. So at this point you can see it's provided me a conversion calculator right in my Google search. And what's really neat about this is that you can type in other conversions and you can get those calculators to show up right here too. If we wanted to change this one, so like right now it's at length, I could do any of these other calculators and it would calculate that equation for me. So it's a really great thing that it's just a really quick search and you can find that calculation really quickly without having to go to a secondary website. Another cool feature of this is that you can get a free timer as well. So if I do something like a 5-minute timer, I'm going to get a timer that appears right in my Google search, and it starts as soon as I load it. And if your timer's not for you, you can always do a stopwatch, and you can have a stopwatch as well. So a couple really cool things that you can do with the Google Omnibox in Chrome. So the last thing that we want to show is, in my fourth tip, is the Chrome Web Store. So the Chrome Web Store is huge, and there are so many great Chrome extensions that you can add to Chrome to make it more powerful. But to find them, you have to go to the Web Store. So easy way to do that is if you have the app launcher in your Bookmarks bar, clicking that and then going to Web Store. Another way you can do it is simply to Google Chrome Web Store or to go to chrome.google.com/web store, as you can see up here in the Omnibox. That'll get you here. And then from here, you can do searches to find any Chrome extension that you want. So one of my favorites, and you can see I've actually got it up here in my address or in my extensions toolbar up here, is I love Share to Classroom. So Share to Classroom allows me to open up or to share web pages directly to my Google Classroom class. So I can click on the extension, find the class that I want to share to, and then I can do something like push this website out to my students that are in the class if they have the Share to Classroom class. But I can also create an assignment or a question or an announcement directly from this Chrome extension as well. So if I want my students to all go to, say, a blog post on the LTC, I can go to the LTC blog, and then I can click on the extension, say create an assignment, and it'll automatically attach this website that I'm on to the assignment. So as you can see down here, the link is already there. So I don't have to go to Google Classroom to do this. So that's a really cool Chrome extension. So to find those, pretty straightforward. You would just search for it. So this one's called Share to Classroom. I do a quick search, and there it is. In order to add it, I can just click Add to Classroom. In this case, I have Rate It because I already have it. But you would say Add to Chrome, and it would display in your Chrome extension toolbar. So those are my 4 main tips for using Google Chrome. I think it's really powerful stuff, and I hope you really enjoyed this video and you got something out of it. Thanks for watching.